the big three as they existed, Bleach, One Piece, Naruto, series that came before that, Hunter, Dragon Ball, all of that, these series went on for very long. Like the manga went on for very long. Like a lot of
Mhm.
people are liking Bleach now. There's a Bleach resurgence.
Mhm.
Bleach went on for 15 years. And
Exactly.
that's something people they don't know because they weren't into anime or they weren't born at the time.
Mhm.
15 years of a weekly manga, and there were no hiatuses in Bleach like there was with what you see with other series.
Yeah.
And you look at The Gray Man, you look at Naruto, all of these series where even if they do have gaps, they went on for 10, 15 years. I don't think any manga artist wants to do that anymore,
Yeah.
nor do I think series should go on that long. Like, I like that Demon Slayer was only like 5 years about that. I
Yeah.
like the fact that One Piece, even though it's a long running series, you can digest an arc and then maybe come back to it a couple years later because it has a very structured way of storytelling compared to how it first came out.
Mhm.
And I think a lot of the newer series, obviously like JJK, I don't think JJK is going to run for 300 chapters. My Hero is probably the last long running modern manga series. As much as I
Okay.
like it, I can't see another series like My Hero being 300 chapters long. Like shonens just don't need
Exactly.
to be that long, and that's good because you will get more adaptions, you will get more variety, and obviously when you look at it from a business perspective, you're going to get people who care about the series long term. But I also feel that it creates these weird segmented groups within the anime fandom community, right? Like it's just like you will never have people who love anime or manga as much as they loved Bleach. I find they're always going to be looking for what the next series is, what's the next new exciting thing to make videos about, and it becomes very cyclical. Do you think that there will ever be another anime that will come out that will have the same impact as the old big three?
I think there's only one series that's done it, and it's over now, and it was Attack on Titan. That Attack on Titan was the only, I say, is the only series that was close to who got to a point where it was big enough and it was long enough as for like to be part of like the big three or to be close to it. Right, it was running for 30 for 9 years. I think almost 9 years of running, monthly.
I think 13.
13 years, yeah.
12 or 13. 12
Yeah.
years, I think, yeah.
See, and that's almost as long as what Bleach and Naruto, right? So, if there's going to be another series like that, I don't think like you said, like it's going to sound weird, but like the meta now with like with like anime and manga is very like short, where stuff shows like Chainsaw Man, for example, part one finished and it was only 97 chapters, right? And now it's like on a break for until part two comes out. I think there's gonna be a lot more series that follow the JoJo routes, where the mangas are gonna split into like parts, or that it's gonna be short lived, like probably 150 or 200 chapters. And I also want to add one more thing. I think majority of the manga that's gonna come out, I think in the future, they're gonna be monthly releases, because the to work for weekly is it takes a lot out of like it's like out of a human, right, to produce chapters weekly. And I think the next big move is going to be monthly, with how we've seen how Attack on Titan did monthly, and then now Boruto is doing monthly as well. There's I think newer series are going to come out monthly, and that's going to be like a new thing.
There was a common trope back in the day where monthly manga was seen as superior to weekly manga. I remember like Mirai Nikki or Dead Man Wonderland,
Mhm.
like all of those series that were monthly, and I was like, you guys can like your weekly shonen, but your guys are going to go on hiatus. Like look at Hunter. Is Hunter ever going to come back? And Hunter never
Never.
really came back. But no, you're right, and you bring up a good point. It makes more sense for you to either do something like Demon Slayer or Chainsaw Man, less than 100, just a little over 200. That's four to
Exactly.
5 years, and then well, 2 to 5 years depending. And then if you do monthly you're going to have assistance. You're going to be able to put more emphasis on the art. You're going to be able to tell a stronger,
Mhm.
tighter story. You're not worrying about how do I condense what I need to say for this part of the story within 17
Exactly.
pages every single week, and then worry about ratings. Like it is difficult, and I hope that we get better series as we look at monthly as the main form of consumption for
Yeah,
manga.
100%. I think uh, the biggest game changer, like I said before, was Attack on Titan, and that really changed how uh, people or now the manga community looks at like manga, and how if the series is given like a lot more time, a lot more freedom to do things, we can see something as amazing as like Attack on Titan. But it also gives credit to the older series as well, as they were able to do it weekly on a I think even on a tougher schedule because they would do it by hand, right? Not digitally. So
Good point.
it gives them props that like they've lasted for 15 years, 17 years, 20 something years for One Piece, right? On a weekly basis. That's like absurd.